At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, the primary election results are in.
Citizens file complaints against the town board.
And Terrible's town has a new name. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Doug Brindle and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
And good evening. It's Wednesday, June 13, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes in for Doug Brendel.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. The results are in for yesterday's primary election, and Deanna O'Donnell gives us the final tallies.
And here's your Nye County election results. The election day voting turnout was 2,978 voters. Absentee reporting turnout was 348. Early voting turnout was 2,521. In the race for U.S. Senator, Shelley Berkeley won the Democratic seat with 1,096 votes. She will be competing against Dean Heller, who took 2,702 votes for the November election. And then Congressional District 4 Republican Danny Tarkanian will be sparring off against Stephen Horsford with his 1,193 votes. Assembly District 36 opponents will be Walt Grzinski with 759 votes and James Oscarson, who took 1,462 votes last night. County Commissioner District 2 will be between Frank Carbone, who received 213 votes last night, and incumbent Gary Hollis with 259 votes. County Commissioner District 3 will be between Donna Cox with 179 votes and Kenneth Searles with 202 votes. Justice of the Peace will be between Louis DeCanio with 588 votes and Ron Kent with 2,049 votes. Justice of the Peace in Tonopah will be between Jennifer Clapper with her 269 votes and Clyde Terrell with 271 votes. Town board members available for those 2 seats, and 4 of them are going to be competing in November. Bill Dolan, who received 1,326 votes, Frank Marizio, who took 1,114 votes, incumbent Vicki Parker with her 924 votes, and Amy Riches with 1,008 votes. For more information, go to the State of Nevada election website at silverstateelection.com. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Election night parties were held throughout the valley for candidates and their supporters. Mike and Tracy Dreyer held an event at their home, and another event was held at Wolfie's. KPVM-TV broadcast live election coverage last night. Several candidates stopped by the station for interviews until the final results were in.
We're having a great time. We're calling it a celebration of the primary being over. We're hoping for good results. We're looking forward to that and looking forward to serving the people in Assembly District 36.
I see you guys right behind you have really great programming on.
We do. We have your channel on exactly, and we're enjoying it very much, enjoying what's going on, and able to keep up a lot closer with what's going on watching that channel.
Well, I know that we have Ryan Muccio down there at the Nye County Clerk's office trying to get the results for Assembly District 36. The problem, Sandra Merlino is saying, is that the results aren't in right now, that we're going to be getting the report hopefully soon.
Right. We're still waiting, as you guys are, for the results. We're looking forward to them. We're looking forward again to, takes a little bit of time to correlate all the information that they have. We've got, as you know, Lincoln County, we've got some of Clark County, and we've got Nye County, so we've got 3 counties to report. So we're going to wait a little bit till we get all those results, but we're very positive. We've got a very positive feel in the room here tonight. Got a very positive group of people. Could not have done it without the support of all our volunteers and all the people who have contributed to us. Tonight is my wife and I's 30th wedding anniversary. So Rebecca and I have been married for 30 years, and we're very excited about the opportunity here that's presenting itself to us.
Yeah, this is an election party before the results, and a lot of my supporters are here helping me along until we get some numbers.
And we got Karen Jackson here. How you doing?
I'm good. This is a wait party.
It's going good here at Wolfie's. You guys got the TVs up and waiting for the results.
Yes, we got it tuned to channel 41, and we're waiting for the results to come in. We think we'll get some numbers around 9 o'clock.
How's the campaign going for you? How was it?
Campaign's going fine. This is not my first rodeo. Been here before, so it's just, I know my opponents are probably just biting at the bit because of the weight, but that's part of the process. So.
What is that like for you as a process to have a position that you have to keep kind of reapplying for?
Well, it's hard in one way, but in America we have elections so that the people can keep their elected officials straight, and if you don't do what the people don't like, then they give you an option to update your resume.
Assemblyman Ed Goodhart has given his support to James Oscarson, who is the leader in the Assembly District 36 race.
I think James has done an outstanding job in his candidacy and running for office, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he'll have enough of the local Pahrump support to pull it out and be allowed to proceed into the general election.
He said that he's going to kind of continue in your footsteps as far as what you have begun in the Assembly and for the people.
Well, yeah, he and I had a couple conversations. There were a few bills that I had put forth during the last legislative session that had not come up for a discussion or for a vote, and I've talked to him if he would be willing to go ahead and give his endorsement and bring some of those bills forward. So we will go through some of the bills together and see what he has the appetite to take up. A couple of the bills that have seemed to have got some increased play recently are some bills relating to transparency. One of the bills is requiring that the final legislation before it's voted on in either the Assembly or the Senate has to be posted on the internet for 72 hours before a final vote on that language. And I think that gives the voters an opportunity to look and weigh in on potential future legislation. The days of ram and cram late night sessions, I was very tired of that. This bill would go a long ways towards preventing that from happening. Another bill that he had expressed interest in pursuing or sponsoring would be a bill that would disallow legislators from stepping down from office and immediately going through that revolving door and becoming a high-paid lobbyist.
Were town board members arrested or not? We'll have that answer and more after the break. Please keep it here.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
And welcome back. Were town board members arrested or not? The Nye County Republican Central Committee Chairman Bill Carnes attempted to conduct a citizen's arrest on all of the town board members that voted in favor of repealing Ordinance 46 last night. This putting in place a resolution that would make it possible for the public to vote for or against incorporation if and when they see fit. According to the Nye County Sheriff Captain Bill Beck, the question as to if the entire town board were arrested last night cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. In the most strict sense of the word, yes, when Bill Carnes declared a citizen's arrest. That would have been the moment that the members of the town board were arrested. However, immediately after, it was retracted by filing a complaint. It appeared during the meeting that the gallery of opponents against repealing Ordinance 46 apparently thought that the town board members would actually be taken into custody. According to the sheriff's office, that was not going to happen for risk of exposing them to possible lawsuits or criminal charges like false imprisonment, kidnapping, or wrongful arrest.
Yes, I vote yes.
I could barely get through that. I don't know why I suck tonight.
3-1.
Oh, I didn't even.
3-1. Vicky Parker, Harley Colkin, and Tom Waters, I am placing you under citizen's arrest for violating the provisions of the Nevada Revised Statutes 269, which is therefore a violation of your oath of office, which is a Class D felony. I am pressing these charges on the three of you. We have probable cause and we have elements to a crime. I am a former Nevada peace officer. I am placing you under arrest. I am filing these charges. And I believe we have deputies from the Nye County Sheriff's Office here. Will you execute this citizen's arrest based on these complaints?
We need other witness statements filled out. We're going to start meeting with anybody that wants to file charges will go outside and they'll fill out. Anybody that they already.
Okay. Will you advise them not to leave the premises until your process is done?
The minute you put them under arrest, we'll sign.
No, they're under arrest for a felony. They are under arrest for a felony. Okay.
They too become part of the lawsuit.
They become part of a long term. If I may, I have a copy of the NRS that dictates your duties. If we have probable cause and elements to a crime, you must accept the arrest.
Hey, Mr. Carnes. Mr. Carnes. Hey, what we do normally during any case, we get witness statements first. We're just trying to do what we normally do. So what we need you to do is to come out with us so we can write them out. They're going to take care of what they need to take care of, but if we don't get those witness statements done, we're missing the first element. And I'm telling you, that's what we need to do right now. It's up to you guys if you want to do it, but we need witness statements.
I'm going to go provide my
Green baloney.
We have all witnessed this crime, including the
Should we move on to item number 12?
They don't need witnesses. They were here.
Item number 12. Discussion and possible decision to cancel.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office has collected the complaints. A report will be completed and submitted to District Attorney Brian Coonsey for his review and decision as to the validity of the case.
And now Town Board member Harley Colkin gives us his view of last night's Town Board meeting.
And I can only speak for myself. I felt that it was something put in place that favored one group of people over another, and I don't like that. I think that all people should be treated equally and fairly, and the end result last night was that we put something in place that does that.
So we passed item number 10 on what vote?
I believe both those items were a 3-1 vote. Mike Darby voted against them.
Did he abstain?
Well, he was trying to, but to abstain, you would have to have a reason like, we're going to give a contract to a company, but I work for that company, so it might look a little like a impropriety. Just, saying that I don't have enough information or whatever, I mean, then obviously you would just simply vote no if you're not sure that you should support something.
Mm-hmm. So both of these items, now we have a resolution that will be in place saying that, what?
It basically says that no effort by the town would be put in place to incorporate Pahrump without a vote of the people. And like I said, that affects all people. If you don't like it, vote no. And as I made mention last night, if the town, so to speak, wasn't for incorporation and doing something, it would be incumbent upon the town and to prove to the people that it has worth to them. And if it doesn't, then vote against it.
And this resolution become an agenda item?
I asked for the resolution to be changed to an ordinance. As I said earlier, state law sets all the parameters for incorporation. So actually, it sort of really doesn't mean anything, and because the town can't make any laws about incorporation. It's up to the state, and that was explained to the public last night. But it doesn't hurt anything. We can do it. It's just a matter it really doesn't have any teeth. But I felt that that's what the people were asking for. They'd rather have it an ordinance, so fine, we'll bring it back as an ordinance.
And were you guys actually arrested last night?
No, not at all. Bill Carnes asked that we be arrested. He said he was making a citizen arrest and went through this whole spiel. And then he was advised by the deputies that in this case he'll fill out a complaint form or whatever, and he wasn't too happy with that. But no, we were not arrested or anything. And
will the town be seeking an arrest on the people that disrupted the meeting as well as made some threats to the town board? That's what we've heard.
Well, especially, the audience at large was extremely disrespectful. I took personal offense to the fact that Dr. Waters is a combat action Vietnam veteran with a Purple Heart, meaning he shed blood in the name of his country, and these people are so disrespectful to him and the rest of the board. It was highly offensive, and the NRS covers threatening an elected official. And when you have a right to come up and say, and I tried to read this to the audience, but they were shouting so loud they didn't want to hear it, but if you want to come up and say, I don't agree with this and this is the reasons why, or I think you should do this, that's all fine. But when you say to an elected official that you will do this or I will do that, that's actually a threat. And it ranges from a gross misdemeanor to a felony, depending on how extensive the threat is at the moment. And these people were in violation last night of that. And I believe our attorney is looking at that. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. It's one of those deals to let the dust settle and see what's going on. But I know that some of the board members felt threatened last night. I certainly did. This is because it wasn't just last night, but the threat of arrest and everything's been going around for a few days, and emails and stuff were going back and forth and everything. So there's plenty of documentation to show that these people are way out of line legally.
The name of Terriblestown has been revealed, and the winner of the $10,000 was paid in cash last night. Golden Gaming received 12,000 entries. 40 of them contain the same winning name. A second chance to win some cash will be drawn this Friday night.
I feel great. Surprised.
Did you know about this coming up today?
No, I didn't know that they were even doing it today. No, but I knew I was there bright and early to put my name in.
Yeah, how early did you put it in? Because they said so many people picked the same name.
8 something in the morning, as soon as it opened at 8 o'clock out at Lakeside.
Oh, so you were there right away. Yeah. Did you put in any other names?
Nope.
It's Gold Town, and Miss Gloria King won $10,000 tonight.
Wow, that's wonderful. I know that you said that a lot of people also picked the same name too.
We did. We had 40 plus also that chose Gold Town, so we're going to do a consolation drawing 7 o'clock Friday night at the Nugget. We're going to post all the names at each players club and the details within the next couple of days. So we'll have all that information along with contacting the guests that also chose Gold Town.
And that will be for what kind of consolation prize?
We're going to have 5 $500 winners, cash winners out of those, approximately 40 other winners.
You also had 10 runners up to this.
We had 10 runners up. There was 12,000 entries, so a lot of duplicates, but we also had, thousands of different names to go through. So we picked the top 10, and they received $100 cash and a $100 slot play. And then we, we came up with the top 10. We kind of narrowed it down. We sat in a room for hours, and, we went through almost 12,000 different names.
It must have been an effort to even do that and to pick what one would be the best for this. So what kind of modifications or changes are we going to go through here to kind of accommodate the name?
Well, we wanted to, as you can see, it was built to be a town, so we wanted to stick with Gold Town, and gold is, obviously part of our company. So, we wanted to stay around the same motif. We're not going to change too much. We're just going to, we have a couple interesting things coming, but nothing major. I want to thank all of our Players Club representatives, our player development team, and our marketing department, because this was a very time-consuming promotion, to say the least. And thank you to everyone that dedicated coming in here 45 days. Again, a lot of people spent hours and hours putting a lot of thought into the name. It just wasn't scribbled on a piece of paper. I could tell that a lot of people put a lot of thought and effort, and we appreciate getting a good name.
Our new casino's name is Gold Town. Gold Town. Gloria King. Gloria King.
So we're going to have Gold Town on Highway 160. Now, what do you think of that?
I actually really like it. And I've heard a lot of controversy around town. Everybody has their own opinion. But I actually really liked it. And somebody else who works at KPVM did too. Because Deanna was one of the 40 people who put in the name, but she just didn't get it in first. So she'll actually be eligible for one of those extra drawings.
That's too bad. We're going to have to keep our fingers crossed for her, though. Maybe she'll
Right.
be sharing with us and generous.
I know.
How about that? We'll have more after this break. Please keep it here.